Thank you for joining Instagram. Thank you for joining Zoom. Today's class is mindfulness and movement. And this is a really important part of what we do in Americanized theater. It is going to be an exploration of our bodies and movement. And as skaters, as most of us are, it's often that we learn how to move our bodies in a very functional way with technique, right? But we're not oftentimes really taught how to experience our bodies, how to experience how it moves, and to get in touch with ourselves through space. And this is going to be an introduction into that. And if you're brand new to it, if you haven't done it before, I encourage you to just be kind with yourself. 4 things I like to say when we do this movement is to be gentle, to be compassionate, non-judging, and curious. Just seeing how the body moves, seeing what comes up and how it makes us move in a different way. And I think this work is so important, like I said, with Americanized theater, what we do. Also in light of what's happening in the world right now, and especially in Minneapolis where I am, there's a lot of turmoil happening, and I've had to ask myself the question, what can I do to help? What can I do to help make a difference? And you know, as a white person, I have never experienced the mass injustice that people of color have experienced in this world and this nation since its beginning. And as I asked myself the question, what can I do? I kept coming back to my heart space and trying to understand what is it inside my heart that wants me to do something, to take action. And while I encourage all of us to educate ourselves and to do the work of reading up on all these things and to donate to worthy causes, another really important part is what can we do with our bodies? And as I have done the past few days, experienced some protests and the very physical act of being in a space and using my body to try to have a voice and to make my voice heard has been something really powerful. And coming back to that heart space, and realizing how important that was to do that in a coaching setting, I also realized how important that is in movement creation, and how that same urge of my heart happens when we create on the ice or on the floor, or we move our bodies. And so that whole idea of gathering energy in our heart space and letting it out into the world is something we're going to explore today that relates to our movement on ice, on the floor, but also in the world. And so this is really important work that I want you all to continue to play with, and all these different exercises we do, I encourage you all to just continue to explore them, because it really can make a difference in our world. So, saying all that, we are going to start with some breath work, and find a comfortable seated position on the floor. I'm just adjusting my camera here, hope you all can see. Okay, I am gonna use a block to sit. If you don't have a block, no worries. You could sit on your heels like I am, or cross-legged. But what we're gonna do is just take some time to gather the energy into our heart space. So we are going to start with just relaxing our hands down, lifting the crown of the head, shoulders down and back, closing your eyes. we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. With each inhale, imagine loving kindness entering the body. And with each exhale, imagine that loving kindness spreading out into the world. Big breath in. And big breath out. We're going to continue that breathing, and now reaching up with the arms. We're going to reach to the sky. Breathe in. And exhale, bring the hands to prayer down to the heart center. Reach the arms up. You're gathering that loving kindness. Exhaling it down to the heart. One more time, reaching up. And exhaling down to the heart center. Beautiful. We're going to continue that same movement. We're reaching out, breathing in, and exhaling, bringing the arms to the heart center. Inhale, reach, lift, expand. Exhale to the heart center. One more big breath. And exhale. Take a couple breaths with our hands across our heart center. Just gathering that energy that we've created, bringing it to the heart center. Feeling that heartbeat maybe a little faster. Feeling that aliveness in the chest. We're going to transition now to the floor. And I want you all to slowly unroll so that your body is completely relaxed. Down on the floor. And we're going to continue that idea of that heart center, that space where we're creating more aliveness. And I want us to imagine that heart space vibrating and moving to the left side of the body, to the shoulders, to the left shoulder, left elbow, left arm. And that energy moving from the left arm to the left elbow, left shoulder, back to the heart space. And we're not moving yet, we're just imagining energy moving through the body. So from that heart space, continue that line of energy to the right shoulder, right elbow, right arm, wrist, and fingers. Imagine that energy reaching now back to the right arm, right elbow, right shoulder, back to the heart center. And now that energy shooting down through the heart center to the abdominal region, shooting down through the left hip, left knee, left ankle, and all the toes. That energy moving up through the toes, the ankle, knee, hip, back to the heart center, moving down through the right hip, right knee, right ankle, into the right toes. Now imagine all that energy from the right toes moving back up through the right knee, right hip, abdominal, heart center. Big breath in and out. And slowly move the digits of the fingers and the toes. Just nice little movements. Start rolling the ankles and the wrists. I want us to take some time to just explore the movement on the floor. So moving slowly from the digits of our hands and feet and up through the elbows, the arms, bending, and being explorative, remembering our words, being gentle, curious, non-judging, compassionate. Now feel more of that body moving through the space. So really explore that floor, what it feels to move the whole body on the floor, different parts of the floor, rolling the head, creating new curves. And to keep that movement going, to keep that flow, keep that breath, keep moving through from the heart center. And as that movement continues and you move more and more limbs and joints, I want you to slowly come up to the sitting position and to explore from a sitting position the space around you, feeling parts of the body, the floor, playing around with that reach, moving through the space. Going to different angles, exploring different parts of your house, finding things on the floor. Make this movement just go bigger and grander around. And slowly you can come up to the knees. Explore the highs and lows, reaching, diagnosing, observing, keeping the breath. Staying gentle and curious. Slowly you can come to your feet. And what we want to do is to continue moving no matter what. So keep this explorative motion going. Never stop the movement of the body. Keep moving through all the limbs. Now, as we move our whole body, I want us to imagine our spine. Our spine is being soft. So all the movements that originate from that spine, think of them as soft and gentle. And as that movement initiates from the spine, I want it to move to different parts of the body. See how movement coming from the spine can translate down through the body. And if you don't know what to do, just keep moving. Just keep seeing what happens. All the movement you do is right. You're in exploration mode, seeing what comes up. So now as we think about that soft spine, I want us to continue to move through different curves of the body. How can we create curves in all our joints? How can we create space through the body, through curves? What can curve? Our head can curve, our shoulders can curve, our toes can curve. Our entire body can find these subtle curves that help us find new ways to move. Now a word I want us to imagine is the word gooey. What would it mean for our bodies to move in a way that's gooey? What would that mean for our feet, our spine, our head? Think about that word, gooey. What does that do to our movement? Maybe we feel only gooey in one part of our body. Maybe our whole body is gooey. Such a great word, right? Now, as we explore this gooey sensation, moving out through the body, I want us to start gently patting our body, just different parts, finding different parts of the body. Maybe we haven't awoken yet. Just like pats. You can go to the face, the neck, the head, different pats, light touch. Now we're gonna increase that tempo. We're gonna go a little higher intensity with the patting. Make it more percussive. About a drum beating through the body, and keep that movement happening as we're patting. Feeling different parts of the body. And we're gonna now count down from 10 all together. We're gonna increase and go as fast as we can with the patting. Ready? From 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move but sway. Move and sway. All that vibrancy we felt in the body. We want to release that into the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. And keep that sway going. Reaching the arms out. And relaxing to the floor. Let's think again about that soft spine. Soft spine movement as we transition. Go back to the soft movement of the spine and locating that heart center that we started fostering in the beginning of class. Moving now full body, exploring all parts, the floor, the sky, thinking of the soft spine, what it will do, how it moves, and flowing that movement, never stopping. Thinking of our soft spine. Woo. Finding new space in the body. Reaching out. being expansive, instigating parts of the body we're not used to. Finding all the space around us. Continuing the breath. Keep on going, keep on moving. Now, as we continue that movement, I want us to imagine a flick motion. So imagine you're wet and you want to get rid of the water. And we can start maybe just flicking the wrists or the hands and the fingers, imagining or diagnosing what that feels like in the body to release, flick. But then see how it happens in other parts of the body, the feet, the pelvis, the shoulder. Imagine different parts of the body are wet that we need to get off. We want to be dry. Imagine how these flicks are now moving to other parts of the body and moving together. More and more parts of our body want that release and the toss, the flick. See what parts of the body can do that. What can flick? What can toss? It can be really subtle. Maybe it just moves through a little shoulder, a little hip, or toe. Anything you do is right and good. So this idea of the flick, I want us now to condense it. So it's going to be really close to the body. And our arms and our feet are going to be nice and close. Imagine what it feels like when you're in a cold shower. And your body just kind of is reacting to that cold water. Ooh. Imagining that feeling of trying to scrub the body, but it's cold. We want to keep our movements nice and small. We're flicking off the water. We're reacting to the water. Different parts of our body moving. I'm imagining it really well right now, what that feels like. Feel the water just react to it. And we're going to count down from 10 and make this again a nice and faster tempo. From 10, we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and sway and sway. Now take some time just to move around the space, walk around your space. Keep the breath going, keep moving. Find the breath from that heart center. Relax into wherever you are. Don't stop moving, but just little walks, little stroll. And take your arms and put them on your heart center and remember that feeling we started with at the beginning of class where we gather that energy from the heart center. And feel the vibrancy now of our heart center, the aliveness, the energy that we have created. And know that this energy is powerful. This energy creates movement. This energy creates new horizons inside of ourselves that we can then learn more about and bring into the world. Now, as you come to just one spot on the floor, I want us to still move, but just sway. Close your eyes. Focus on the breath. Let the sway be really meditative. Let's just focus on the practice we did, the exploration we did, the new movements we discovered, we found. Something we perhaps want to revisit, something we didn't like. Take a moment just to have a mental recall of all that happened in the body. And take a moment to thank the body for all it does for us, all the research we did, all the studying, and all the new insights. I want us to now slowly move to the floor and keep that sway going, and then just continue to diagnose what it feels like to move the hands across the floor, the fingers, the space around us that kept us sturdy. I encourage us all to do this when we get on the ice as well. To feel the ice, to really get in touch with what the ice does, what it is, how it looks, how it smells. Right now, the floor will do. I want us to come to a sitting position, cross-legged or on the heels. Take a moment to breathe. Remembering the breath in brings loving kindness to ourselves and our heart. Exhale, we release that loving kindness to the world. Inhale and exhale. A couple more times, we're going to reach to the sky. Bring the hands to the heart. Exhale into prayer. Gather all that energy up. Exhale to our heart space. We're going to reach out. Big breath in. Gathering all that energy back to the heart. Reaching out. Make this the most expansive one. Exhale to the heart center. One more big breath at our heart center. Thank you, heart, for all you have shown us this class. One more moment just to sink in, reflect upon the practice. As you move through your day, imagine what you do that comes from the heart center, and what things, new things you can do, perhaps, that come from your heart center. I encourage you all to explore what that is for you. As we open our eyes, slowly but surely Take your time, come to a standing position. And thank you all for joining me. I hope that was an enjoyable exploration. If you would love to, we would love for you to share videos of your improv, your exploration, hashtag AIT combos. Feel free to do whatever with that, with whatever tasks we provided in the class. That goes for YouTube, Instagram. So thank you all so much and have a beautiful weekend.